All right, so let me just start by sharing my screen. So welcome everybody. I appreciate our coming around, and yes, so we are here. I want to be sure. Yes, I think I'll be using more of this and system audio. All right, good. I believe my screen is showing. I want to believe my screen is showing. Okay. Yes, my screen is showing. Let me just confirm here on my other device. Let me confirm on my other device. Give me 1 minute, please. We get started. So I want to welcome us. Today is the 24th of June 2026, and I believe most people that will be listening to this will be people that I've worked with since 2024, not just on the other program, the trading in the trading academy, but also from the crypto robots, because I send this invitation across my groups. So I want people to be able to benefit from this. So for those that have known me, that work with me closely, you will agree with me that for a while now, for those that we've worked together one-on-one, I've been able to help us push to have access to some of these amazing tools to make a trading journey easier, to have access to it at a reasonable price. And yes, I've been able to push for that, and it has been I believe it has been beneficial in a way, just to get rid of the whole idea of monthly subscription or any subscription base that might at the long run affect trading performance. So on tonight's call, I'm going to please, I need somebody to confirm if I'm audible, if you can hear me, if my screen is showing. My other phone is trying to update.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. So I'll speak louder. So I've been able to push for that, and yes, I thank God that now that I have a system to work with without cutting corners, and that is where the new update, Primeverse, that is where it comes in. Let me start by explaining that. To start with, Primeverse is just like a group of well-meaning traders, winning traders that have like a deal, not like a deal, but have a deal, or that decide to use a broker, to trade. And instead of just using that broker to trade and getting people to use the broker to trade, they also go a step further to put together trading tools. Now, this is a relationship between a broker that we all know and Primeverse. So more like the broker is sponsoring this, but it is in a way different. So how does it work? How does it work? For those that have gotten the link, and those that will be getting the link, that will be shooting me a DM to get the link, or whoever will be sending this video to you, you want to send them a DM on how to get the link. What's the first step? The first step is very, very simple. The first step is for you to get the first step is for you to do what? To get their broker link, which is PU Prime. Now, I want you to relax. A lot of people have registered on PU Prime before. They've tried a different form of copy trading on PU Prime, and they abandoned it. And from the meetings we had with PU Prime, we asked so many deep questions. What can delay people's withdrawal? We asked a lot of things. And some of the things that they mentioned that can delay withdrawal is, for instance, if somebody is using the same wallet to withdraw from one account and withdraw from another account, they will have to hold that withdrawal and check what is going on. Why is it happening? Why is it happening? Then a situation whereby something is linking together and people are hedging, some funny games. But I believe that people on this call, people joining this call, they are not ready to play those games. So in terms of withdrawal, they have a good system in terms of withdrawal. You can check them out. They are about 11 years old now. So PU Prime as a broker, some have registered on it, some have gone online to just register, some have clicked on any random link to register before. If you are registered before, there's no problem. All you need is to go. Okay. Okay. Am I clear now?
Yes.
Am I clear now? Please let somebody confirm. Is there still echo?
No, there is no longer echo. You're clear now.
All right, thank you. So all you need is to do what? Chat their supporter, or there's a write-up that I've been sending to some people's DM, those on my broadcast list. You just tell them that you want to switch to a particular ID. Now, where is this ID coming from? For those that I've sent my link to, I've sent my ID to them. You switch, they will move you under my ID. Now, why are they moving you under my ID? They will move you under my ID. Now, if you have somebody that you've been an ID before with Primeverse, with PU Prime, not Primeverse, when they move you under my ID, you are not going to lose anybody that you bring in. You are not going to lose anybody that you bring in. They will still bring you up, carry your ID and transfer it. And do what? And transfer it. So you are not going to lose your structure. Or if you have brought in 10 people, 15 people, they will still be intact. Now, why do you need an ID, my ID, or an ID that is connected to Primeverse? You need an ID that's connected to Primeverse because before you have access to this Primeverse and all the tools that they have, you have to be registered with an ID that is connected to Primeverse. Because after you complete your registration, or maybe you migrate, you ask them to switch you to under this particular ID for proper mentorship, as the case may be. After you switch, in place of joining Primeverse, they will ask you just 5 basic questions. Number one is your full name. You drop your email. You drop your email. You drop your PU Prime ID. They will not trace it. That is this particular ID under the structure of Primeverse. Your PU Prime ID, you drop the name of the person that invited you. Yeah, for some people that I've sent it to, you can either drop my nickname, Rich Mind, or you drop my full name, Akinwumijo Akinshola. I've sent it to people. Now, you do that, and you'll be given access to everything Primeverse contains. So on tonight's call, I'm going to talk about ways to enjoy Primeverse. For those that have been in my community before, I will I will take us through the bot that we have been observing together. I will take us the bot, the performance of the bot. If time permits us, I will hint us about synthetic trading. For some people that have been in our inner circle, they've seen how it works. I will hint us about synthetic trading. Yeah, those three things are the basic thing I'm going to talk about. But what I'm very glad is that everything I want to talk about covers for people that are available to trade, whether fully, whether partially, or you don't have time at all and you want to trade. You don't have time at all and you want to trade or leverage on the financial market. Everything I was saying covers that. So about Primeverse, if you have after going through the right channel with an ID that is connected to Primeverse, you have access to Primeverse. Now, becoming an IB, if you want to share your link, becoming an IB, right? You want to share your link to people to come into PU Prime. Before anybody can be made an IB, they have to be sure that you are ready to be committed to serve your community. Back-to-back training, breaking down the tools for them, making sure that they are in the right space of mind to get the best out of trading and a whole lot of things. And after that, they are ready to do that, you'll be made an IB. Now, there's a saying, I heard it from someone, and I think I read it before, that if they said anything is free, if you are not careful, you might be the prize, right? If they say, this thing is free, if you are not careful, you yourself might be the prize. Now, but in this situation, you are not the prize. Because just look at it this way, you can register on any broker out there. Like we all know, in this community, we have a WellTrade, a broker that is doing very well. No hiccups. They have synthetic trading, they have normal trading, and we just stumbled upon this. PU Prime, I've known that before, but there's no reason for me to go into PU Prime since WellTrade is serving purpose. Have synthetic, have sent accounts, have first time deposit bonus, a lot. But with this concept of getting into PU Prime and having access to this, I cannot say no. So what does PU Prime has? What does it have? What do they have? What do they have? Let's see. I might not do too much clicking in order not to drag our network. Yeah. Everything here has videos attached to it that you can watch. Now, this is the home page. It's like a social trading space whereby you chat with people, you do a lot of things. Now, they have a trade alert session. I've not joined their Telegram channel anyways. They have academy, introduction courses, advanced course, foundation courses, advanced courses. This trade alert session will redirect me to Telegram. I've not clicked on it. They have live session. Let's click on their live session and see. They have live sessions of traders coming together, different live sessions, different time that you can join their live session and trade with them. And do what? And trade with them. And remember, it's not a must for you to say you want to trade with them every day, because there's no pressure of subscription. Every service you are having here, some people have been paying for Signal monthly, some have been joining one Telegram group, you have paid somebody to teach you how to trade. You probably think that if you meet with the person physically one-on-one, that is when you can learn how to trade. And maybe in the process of meeting one-on-one, you are probably dozing in the class, So with this, if you go with them back to back, you will do what? You get the best out of it. Now, it doesn't stop here. Let me just say this, not just Primeverse. I have other tools that will be giving us access to. I have Akashes that can give us access to. And Akashes just migrated to Connective. They have amazing educators too. I'll give us access to that too. So they have these guys. One of the educators of Akashes that we know is here now, FX Edge, doing very well. So we have live sessions We have trade alert. I think for their trade alert, they will ask me to maybe Telegram. If they will be directing me, I will just cancel. Okay, join VIP, blah, blah, blah. Trade alert. Okay, you can see. You can see. I'm sure when I want to join, they will ask me for my PU Prime ID. They will ask me for my PU Prime ID. So you can be able to join and follow different traders alerts. Win and progress, you can be able to track their wins and progress. They have everything. Oh, no, I think this is okay. Yeah. You can be able to see this. You can be able to see this, chat with people, see testimonies, 3 weeks ago. That's not all. Now, moving on, we have Academy. We have Trading Academy, videos on how you can watch and become a better trader. So instead of paying heavily out there for trading, education sometimes is meant to be free. That is why the government sometimes do free education. I don't know. But things have changed. So that is it. I know it seems that everything of value comes with a price. I think the only price at this point with what we have is your time. Your time to trade, dedicating time to do what to trade. Now, sincerely, with this current economy, I don't know where you are connecting from, where you are listening from. Nobody is really ready to borrow people money anyhow again. So the only thing is that you must start very early and be ready to grow your capital. Why am I saying start very early? Is that it's not until you have a very big project in front of you that you start trading under pressure. You must tell yourself that, okay, I want to put $1,000 and I just want to be going slow and steady. Now, with all the tools this platform has and the ones that you lay your hands on, you can be very, very conservative. Very, very conservative and see your capital growing. Now, I'm going to talk about, like I said, if you are extremely busy, a form of investment, a quote. I'm going to talk about it here. So we have Siphon AI. This is like a copy trading system. The way it works, I'm going to read something for us. The way it works is number one. It has one thing I like about it. It has a hard stop loss. A hard stop loss of 10%. That is, when your capital goes down by 10%, it's going to stop. Hard stop loss of 10%. Now, this is it. From the 5-year return, approximately over 1,000%. Using that strategy. Now, this Siphon AI is not an AI anyways. That's just the truth. Because we had meeting with the guys, it's not an AI. Is human, but they have AI tools, that work together. You can see their videos on how it works. Now, it only works on the daily time frame. So in 1 week, 2 weeks, in 1 week, it might not trade. 2 weeks, it might not trade. But when it's ready to trade, it's going to trade. And averaging approximately 4.8% monthly. By compounding that in a year, I think that's about 60% if you want to go by compounding. But going with this, and I think the minimum they said they've seen in a year is about 25%. Now, this is for people really that lock their capital. People that lock their capital, right? From what I told, I will still bring more information, or if there's any change, I'll bring it to the team. For this particular one, this particular Siphon AI, the minimum advised is actually $5,000 capital. You want to lock it for 1 year, and or every 3 months you want to check what is there. 5,000. But there's a way you can come in, take advantage of the first time deposit, and deposit $2,500. When you deposit $2,500, they will double it and you can get it into this and get it into this. Now, you want to work with this with your friends, 2 or 3 of your friends. You want to work with this after you check everything about it and see how it's going. You check maximum drawdown 11.4%, average monthly return 4.8%, current capital exposure. There's a lot of write up about it. Risk of ruin 0% with a hard stop loss set at 10%. Set at 10%. Yeah. Set at 10%. The strategy incorporates risk parameter when operated with a defined stop loss above 10%. Probability of total capital loss or risk of ruin is effectively zero during a systemic or extreme market event. That is extreme market event. Yeah, within a multi-year life track record, institutional capital involvement and disciplined approach to risk. So this is, from what you can see here, this is on a very, very conservative level. Now, before I go to Zona, this is a scanner, this is a scanner, these are scanners too. Oracle, I've not clicked on it. Now, PrimeSync. PrimeSync is, for those that are familiar with Akashes, PrimeSync is combination of tap to trade and then flow trade. For Akashes flow trade, you have to pay 3 months subscription to have access to the flow trade. Now let me explain tap to trade. Tap to trade, you have to tap on your phone, but here they have swipe to trade, and it works with strict parameters for each of those traders. You can check their track record. I've clicked on it. This is the first time I'm clicking. Let's check together. Let's check it together. So PrimeSync is okay. Now, before I go to PrimeSync, for the Siphon AI that I talked about earlier, the way it works, there's profit share of 30%. There's profit share of 30% for this Siphon AI. You have your money deposited in your PU Prime broker. You connect it to this. There's profit share of 30%. That is on the profit that is made for you. 30% of it, they will take it. But for PrimeSync, there's no profit share. For PrimeSync, there's no profit share. The minimum for PrimeSync is $500. And I think it will be in cent account. Yes, $500, but it will be in cent account. Now, for this also, you can decide to take advantage of the first-time deposit of coming in with $250 as your capital. $250 as your capital, then they tend to double it, and you have it on PrimeSync. Then you can decide you can go with the swipe trade. That is, if when you see a trade pop up from any of the educators, you do what? You swipe, and the trade will reflect. You can see I've not even signed in on this. I've not signed in on this. You swipe, and the trade will pop up. Then they have an automated system whereby if you decide to follow a trader, in the process of following that trader, you can set it. Maybe the trader normally sets his trade to get to TP3, TP4. You can set it in such a way that when it gets to TP1, it should break even one of your position for you. You know what break even is? You should move your stop loss above your entry. Like, it's going to manage your trade for you. You can say you should close one position. That is like one-time setup at the point of setting it up. Everything is what is here in PrimeSync. You can see that I've not registered, but that is how it works. There are videos on now. This is where once you get access to it, you can check it out by yourself. You don't need to take my word for it and check it out. Yeah. So we have market scanners, and I've not done market scanners. This is a scanner. Now, how does this scanner work? This Zona work on smart money concept. This one is inverse fair value gap. Once you click on it, it's taking you to trade view. It's taking you to what? Trade view. And you can use trade view on your phone. You can use it on your laptop. I'm going to go to my trading view now. I'm going to go there. Now, when you click on it, they will ask you for your email. They will ask you for what's the first thing? I can't remember. But before they will ask you for your PU Prime ID, they will ask you for your PU Prime ID. They will ask for your username on TradingView. Then the email address that you use for TradingView, in a way, should be similar to the one that you use for PU Prime, right? That's one of their criteria. And they will do what? The setup of this indicator will be what? Replicated in your TradeView. And same thing for this IF inverse fair value gap indicator. It will be replicated. Now let me go to my trading view. Don't mind all this markup. So this is Zona, this is IFG, this is Zona, right? I've not had the other ones. Other indicators I added this, some of us are familiar on how it works. Some of these indicators help in trading synthetic. For any new person that will be joining, we will still have subsequent training for that. Now, before I move on, this is Melvin indicator. I talked about it. This is one of the indicators Connective have. That is another tool that we can leverage on in this community. I'm turning on Melvin now. Strong. This is a 15 minutes. Strong buy, stop loss, pop up the sell, strong buy, hit stop loss, strong sell, entry point, and SL. Let me go to 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame shows the sell. Let me go to 5 minutes. So for this Melvin, now I'm not convincing us. This is just some of the things that I have on my trading view. Okay, this is strong sell. All right. Okay, so let me just leave this. Now this is Zona. Let's click on Zona. I've turned it on. You can see on 15-minute time frame, the trend is bearish. You know, like I said, Zona works on smart money concepts. Videos on how this works. Videos on how it works is available in your Primeverse. Videos on how it works, is available in your Primeverse that you can watch and get to use it yourself. It's not just gold alone. It works for other pairs too. Let me go back on. It works for other pairs too. So some of this setup on TradingView, you see some people saying they are selling indicator. You have to pay for it, this and that. Fine. I know they actually put together one or two parameters, paid TradingView to have it on it, and they want to get back their money. But everything now they are getting it for free. They are getting it for free. Bearish note. Now maybe there's any signal. Let me see. Bearish note. Like sincerely, I've not even watched the video, but marking up zones, based on smart money concept, zones that market will get back, that market will get to, and we start reacting. I can have idea of where your stop loss will be. If it has broken that zone and going to another zone, you'll be able to get out of it and observe if the market want to change. Today is not for technical training. You get. So this is just to show us. Now let me turn this one off. I can, for those that is not so familiar with TradingView, I can send you a link to register on TradingView. Okay, so this one set is entry point. Let me zoom. This is the other indicator, IFG, inverse fair value gap. Remind me. So this one set. Okay, so this is even for another currency, another pair. Let me go back to gold. Let's see. So this is not for technicals. just to show. So there's an entry point, there's a TP1, there's a TP2, and there's a stop loss. So this is like 3-minute time frame. On 5-minute time frame, the entry point is on this candle, and it's moved. It didn't get to TP1. It's coming back. So you'll be able to see TP1. You'll be able to know where to exit the market. So everything is there for you to do or to leverage on. So let me go on. So that's about the indicators. So they have a traveling portal and health-related portal which I've not checked out. There's abundance group where you can ask questions. And answer them. They have their Telegram channel. I've not joined the Telegram channel, whereby they drop signals, also trade alerts. You get to see the stop loss, you get to see the entry. So all these tools that I'm talking about is what is for free, but you have to have access to it. If you come in through a link that is connected to what? Connected to Primeverse. So if you have been, like I will say it again, if you have been on PU Prime again, all you need to do is just to get an ID. Somebody that will be sending this video to you, or you get my ID, or anybody that invites you to this call, you get their ID, you chat their support up. It's very simple. Or you go through the website, you do the necessary thing, then they migrate you. Then after that, you get one link. It's just one link that you need, to universal link, to get access to this Primeverse. You are not paying anything to have access to all these tools now, and you are not paying anything in the future to have access to it. It is free. It is free. You are not paying. It's just like when people have a deal with a broker and they have a Telegram group, they are dropping signals. Some are charging, some are, So, and for as far as Primeverse is concerned, there's nothing like VIP group. So that is about that. And but in this community, we have other tools too that we can leverage on. From this part of my tab, I don't want to. That we can do, or that we can also leverage on, which we'll be working together closely. That's why I'm having this call on Telegram. It's recorded. I will drop the recorded version, and I'll also upload it. But don't go yet. So that's about Primeverse. So the second thing on the agenda is the robot. Now I know new people have joined us. Some of them have not have access to the link. Some of them have no access to the login details of the robot. Now, just to talk about how this robot works again, I will join from my phone now and share my screen. I will join from my phone now and share my screen. Let me join from here. Okay. Share screen. Share screen. Share entire screen. Share entire screen. So I will talk about this is MT4. All right. So for those joining us for the first time, this bot is if I look at it now, it's like 4 months now that I've known about it. And the developer has set it up for like a little bit above 2 years now. I'm coming. Let me switch my lights. I think these NEPA has returned their lights. I want to save the solar. Can you see me? Okay, so okay. Can we still hear me? Okay, I think I'm still audible. All right, so these robots, I'm very scared of robots. Yes. especially two things are involved. There are sometimes that a particular robot is set up to handle a bear market, or set up to handle a bull market, or set up to trade during war or doing fundamentals. And as you all know, fundamentals affect gold a lot, right? Now, how does it work? It has a buy stop order, sell stop order. Sometimes this order can be very much. For those that have been observing, can be very much. And in the process, it will be deleting the orders. If it's not valid again, it will be deleting it. You know, the developer has the way they set it up. It will be deleting the order. Now, if you should check, let me check this. This is the entry point for this sell stop is 3887, and the stop loss is 3908, and the take profit is 3802. Now, the way it works is that once this is triggered, automatically it will get into the mode to manage it. Manage in such a way that most times, not even most times, if the trade is going in the other direction, it will not get to the stop loss before it will close it out. It will not get to stop loss before it will close it out. And sometimes it will be in massive profit. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I think I mistakenly muted myself. Okay, so I said sometimes when it picks the trade, it doesn't allow you to get to stop loss before it will close out. If the market is going in the other direction, it will close out, and sometimes it doesn't get to TP, and sometimes it will be in massive profit. It will still not close out, still holding. You know, there are parameters set to check. So that's about that. Now, the performance of the robots. Most of us have this login, and if you're on this call, you can chat me up to have login to this so that you can see. All right, so this is just this is today's performance. Like we all know, in the world of trading, past performance doesn't guarantee future performance. Yes, this is today. Let's go to when this robot starts. I just want to show something. When this particular account was set up, not when the robot starts. When this particular account was set up, sorry, that was January 29th. January 29th. Because the reason I'm doing is that some people have the login, but they've not really checked. January 29th to 25th of June. The deposit was 202, and this is the profit so far. Now they are not selling these robots, because if I create a robot and it's doing this kind of performance, I can decide, we are human beings, I can say it is $500 last month, and with this kind of testimony, I can say, oh, it has increased to $1,000. I can say that. So what the only thing they are doing is that there's one-time connection fee of $100, one-time connection fee of $100 for a standard account, and the minimum trading capital for that is $500. Now, from what I confirmed again, is between $500 to $1,000. More like the robots work in the same way, so their profit is always in a way similar, between $500 to $1,000. So they are not selling it for one-time connection fee of $100 and the minimum trading capital of $500. Now, where are they now making the bulk of their money? They are doing profit share of 50%. Now, I'm sure a lot of people in the past, you go on a Telegram group, you see posts like, oh, I can manage accounts. And when you chat them up, you hear that 50-50 for the profit share. So same thing here too, 50% of the profit share goes to the developer of the robot, and 50% of the profit, you tend to keep 50% of the profit. So I think they are sure of making profit. That is why they are collecting a one-time connection fee of $100, regardless of the capital that you want to use to trade. Regardless of the capital that you want to use to trade. So I want to let's check the month of April for it. Between January to I don't want to waste our time. January to February. This is what it did, about $800 within that month. Now let me go to from February to March. I want to when there was a crazy war. This was not when there was it did 595. So I see a lot of people that will chat me up and they will say, how much can he make per month? I cannot say. That is the word of trading. I cannot say. Now this is a March. I want to check between March to April, 30th of April. I think that was when the war started. 101 in profit. Let's see. It was all these one that you are seeing that there's no anything in front of it. It's some of the orders that the robot is canceling. You can see there are losses too. Maybe it's not really trading, but there are losses. $23 loss. You can see there are losses too. But it's recovering. Maybe it's not really trading. $15, $41 loss. $7 loss. Some are withdrawal. 41, 32, 41, $39 loss. That's when the whole war of 18 started. But plus and minus still came out with $100 in profit. Let me go to April, from April to May. 30 days. Okay, May. If we go back up, for the month of April to May, $299. $299. So let's go to, okay, so we are in June now. No, let's go to from May to June. Today is June 24th, but I think they operate, I think 25th. So far, $179 this month. So far, $179 this month. So that's just how it works. It works with stealth stop. When a particular zone is broken, it pick it up and trade it. And the stop. If you check for some of the trade, let's look at this one for instance. This one, the stop loss for this that was set. The stop loss that was set for the entry of this trade was 4,466. 4,466. Okay, don't let me show us from here. Let me look for an example here. Like for instance, this trade now, the entry for this trade is 4141, and the stop loss is 4055. If this should go to stop loss, this is like $90 loss. And if you go to TP, that's like $30. Now, but like I said earlier, the stop loss that I are seeing here, once the trade is triggered, the robot resumes into managing mode and is to manage the trade. And most of the, like not even most of the time, as far as I've seen, it's not going to this stop loss before it will close it out. Close it on the way. Maybe they have indicators that they put together. They have something that is showing that the direction has want to change, and to close out, it will not get to what these this stop loss system that is there. And it's not a robot that will be doing DCA. Maybe market is going against it. It's now adding more position to it. Maybe the market is going to sell. It's now adding more position. Sometimes if it wants to pick a sell order, it can pick one, it can pick two, based on the amount the robot discover in the robot discover in the what in your portfolio. You get it will pick, and you can add one or two positions. So if you're using, I think from 1,000 to 2,000, sometimes it can use 0.01 three times. Sometimes it can use 0.01, it can add 0.02, and that's it. So that's just it. Trading is risky, but that is what we have. So for synthetic trading is basically technicals. And I don't want to start saying, oh, because of I got some kind of result over the weekend. Before now, we have been talking about it. And like I said, one of our broker World Trade as it, you can indicators on how to use it. We have some of these indicators set up that you can use. Now, this is what I've been exploring. I just stop using demo and just go on a very tight level. And it all started on Sunday. Actually. So deposit of $19.75 and profit of 15.45. Though I have this on a copy trading on Web Trade, but I'm not talking about it now. This is just test running. So this is like 100%. Yeah, almost 100% actually. So deposit was $19.75, and some of the withdrawals I'm just taking out, still working within that $20 and trying to push it up. So for synthetics, strictly technicals, you can see based on the account, just scalping on the 1 hour time frame, on 1 minute time frame rather. But there are ways to use all these red line, blue line that are seeing. We are going to have training about that. So that is the synthetic is working. For those that have been in the community, you can explore it with all these indicators that we have. You can explore it, and making money with it can be very sweet. Oh, it's going, but you have to tell yourself that it is enough. If you have done 4%, 2%, 3% of your capital, you can tell yourself that it is enough for the day. So we have everything as far as I'm concerned, and there will still be more that will be added to this trading community. So for the link to Primeverse, to PU Prime, so that I can have access to Primeverse, you can shoot me a DM. If I've already sent it to you as broadcast, you can register. For some people that join me from U Trading community, you can send me a DM, Richmind. I will send you the link, and every other tools that we have in this community, I will give you access to that. So as I explore the Primeverse ecosystem, I will still be getting back to us. So for the robot, we are pulling funds together for people that cannot afford to go all in. For the robots, a slot is $25. For those that work with me closely, that is only people that can do that. $25 for a slot. Some are taking 4 slots, some are taking 5 slots. We put it together and we have it deposited. So the $100 one-time connection fee will be shared among the number of people that is connected to that is connected. Because in the future, if you start with $100 today, in the future, if you want to increase your capital to $100 to $300, you can do that. And if you want to stand alone, you are absolutely welcome to explore the tools by yourself. So that is it. Trading is risky, but life itself is risky. And with everything that we have, the risk has really, really reduced. The risk has really reduced. Now, there is business side of trading, like leveraging on the broker, PU Prime, leveraging on World Trade. You can use tools from this PU Prime, use it on Web Trade. They have a good, it's easier for you to become an IB, have your own community, do your thing. If you need information about that, how to get started, you can shoot me a DM. So there's no gatekeeping here. Let us make money together massively. So that is it. If you have one or two questions for me, you can shoot the question. But let me stop this recording so that it will not be too long. Let me stop the recording. Do we have any question?
Okay, yes, I have a question. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening.